All right, as we continue on, now we've got our tag team portion of the show coming up. First up, the minister of the GWF's favorite tag team, the Gladiators.
Gladiators. Probation.
They will be facing off against the new FDF team, Tank, Mortar, and Climber, who have been locked of late in kind of a long-running feud with martial law.
I'm wondering if we're gonna have another interference.
I hope not. We need to get some control out here.
I know. Every match we've had an interference.
Except for the opener. No
Yep.
interference in Slide Jury and Crossfire.
No interference.
But we have had interference in the last two. The interference actually backfired as Tharkus was able to score a double underhook powerbomb for his win. But I would say that Totalis and that bracket buster he delivered on, that certainly helped Dante pick up the win just a few minutes ago.
Definitely.
And here's the question for you. Do you think we'll see any interference in our main event tonight? In-game versus the perfect specimen.
Well, I hope not. I want to see a good match.
I'd say in-game probably has the strength advantage. The perfect specimen is a little bit faster. It'd be interesting to see where the fans fall. You know, a lot of the older fans are really behind in-game, a sense of fair play and justice. But a lot of our newer fans have really taken to the perfect specimen who take no prisoner superstar lifestyle. So I'm curious to see how the fan reaction will come for those two stars.
Definitely.
Fight!
We got the two powerhouses of the team that are going to start it off tonight. Probation and Tank Mortar. Tank Mortar, we know he is a decorated military man. Oh, he's locking in that sharpshooter right off the bat. There aren't many men who can lock a sharpshooter onto Probation. But we know Tank Mortar is a decorated military man. He will not back down to anybody. Of course, anybody on the Gladiators or if you're in camp, they are military men. Oh, look at that double team power bomb. Oh, Probation gets out of the way. Probation needs to recover. He is taking a beating early.
Yeah.
The Gladiators have never faced the FDF, so you know they're not very schooled in this team.
No. The Gladiators might have fought some of the FDFs before that, just in the hand team.
Oh, his fist just unloading. And here comes Tank Mortar. I would say he's the star of the team to this point, wouldn't you?
So far, yes.
It'll be interesting to see if Tank Mortar remains in a tag team with Climber if he continues to garner so much interest as a singles star. He's been fantastic as a singles wrestler.
Definitely fantastic.
But Tank Mortar came in. He told me that he started as a tag team, and that's where his focus is. He's honoring Massive and Commander Sam, their trainers. He said he doesn't... Oh my goodness! He threw him over the top rope. Are you kidding me?
I think that hit the turnbuckle.
Tank Mortar may have a concussion. What a toss! And that's what we see with Probation. The man can just destroy somebody out of nowhere. Probation doesn't hit a lot of moves, but the ones he does hit, they do a lot of damage. He's definitely in the mold of a brute, or even an overkill type Etherean.
And then exchanging rights and left.
I would not exchange fist with fist. I mean, that just seems stupid. It's right there.
Fist.
Just like I wouldn't challenge Climber to a rock climbing contest. Uh-oh, he is taking him up. Oh, top rope choke slam. He bends him in half. Oh my goodness, Climber is done. And Probation is so confident he just lets him escape to his corner to tag out. That may have been a mistake, because Tank Mortar has been on fire tonight. So there's a stomach claw. You ever had a stomach claw applied? Just really gets in under those abs. Oh, drop him right on the stomach again. Oh, big slap from Tank Mortar.
And this is that. flash.
I'm surprised that the minister of the GWF, oh, nice spear from Fist, has continued to protect the Predators, and he hasn't signed them a match with his own Assyrian team, the Gladiators. I would have assumed as soon as the opportunity came, the minister of the GWF would have signed a match for the Gladiators for the tag team titles. But they have remained out of the mix so far this year. I wouldn't say there's any denying that they deserve a title shot. There's that butt bump again.
At least I do like the butt bump last week.
Probation going upstairs. Oh, what an elbow. That's almost 400 pounds falling on your back. That is not going to feel good no matter who you are.
Yep.
Oh, vicious power bomb, and there was nothing Tank Mortar could do to stop it. Oh, both men down, but Probation, I think, got the better end of that exchange. And look, Tank Mortar's still fighting back. This man will not quit. It's what made him such a decorated military man, and what I think is going to make him a fantastic GWF superstar. Oh, choke slam. Oh, too close to the FDF corner. If Probation could get Climber over to the Gladiator camp, you know it would be over with. Yeah, the Gladiator camp. They're camped out over there. Oh, a tag team. Oh, this just makes the save. That was a last-minute save there. Let me ask you this, Basilisk. Who do you got in a match? Predators versus the Gladiators. Who do you think would pull off the win in that one?
Well, you know I like this and okay, so Predators.
Well, I didn't ask you who you like. I said who do you think would actually win? Run it, Power Slam. He's in the ropes.
It's different Predators again.
DDT.
Wolf and Lope are pretty much the same people.
That was a mistake right there, don't you think? Tank Mortar tagging out, but a double team power bomb.
Yeah.
Tank Mortar should have stayed in the ring. I think anytime Climber's out there, they're in real trouble.
Yeah.
Probation, that's an interesting move. He whipped him into his own partner. Climber wisely gets out of the ring quickly.
And then another sweep slam.
Probation has been going up to the top rope. I know he's a young kid, but it's rare to see a 400-pound guy flying off the top rope as much as he does.
Definitely, but he only went off the top rope twice.
Well, have you ever seen Overmaster up there?
Not this year, not so far.
Oh, falling fist drop. That took a lot out of Fist, too.
Not so far this year. Punching.
A big stomp.
Oh, God.
And there's that mistake again. Will Climber stay? Oh, he just unloaded. And then a Gladiator power driver in the center of the ring. That could be it.
Could have been capitalized.
A second one. Oh, there's no way Climber wins this exchange. That's it. Oh, he fights back on the drop kick.
Another tag.
Oh, a double decapitator. Forget about it. Climber is done. Look at that. That's at least 4 times I've seen him go to the top rope.
4 times.
5. The young man just loves the
6.
top rope.
Nope, can go off.
Oh, a big chop. Climber's got to get out of the ring. But look at this. Oh, that was so smart. And a spear. And yet Climber still managed to escape.
Double team power bomb. Power from the back.
The Gladiator should have just put him away. Climber was done.
Fine. Yeah, he's done.
Oh, there's a bear hug.
Burning Man.
That's it, Burning Man. I don't know. He just kind of showed up to watch his guys win. I don't know what that was.
I don't either.
Either way, the Gladiators pick up a win. A hard-fought victory.
Definitely.
Oh my stars! Can you believe it? Wolf and Lope are out. They're attacking the Gladiators. We gotta go to a commercial break, fans, but the Predators, the tag team champions, are out. What a turn of events!
Crazy! Why won't they put it on camera?
Oh, jeez. That was a brawl. And now we are back to the ringside for our next match. Hopefully we don't see the tag team champions come back out and continue fighting again.
Hopefully not.
Now we have the Titans taking on the Ultimate Fighters. This is a pretty interesting pairing. Both considered good guy tag teams. But of course they've had some rivalry issues in the past. You can't compete in the tag team circuit and not have some issues with each other over time. It's just a small circuit where these guys get to know each other pretty well. And they stay pretty competitive, I would say.
Get to know each other. Man. It's a bunch of stuff.
It'll be interesting to see how this match shakes out. Of course, Kenji, he could really be kind of a mixed martial arts guy like the Ultimate Fighters. I mean, you look at Kenji, he uses a lot of strikes, he uses a lot of submission holds. He really is a mixed martial artist more than anything. And then Azuma, of course, his whole strategy is size, power.
Sumo wrestler.
A sumo wrestler, you know, he's got great balance, great strength. He's not got much wrestling technique, though. He gets by really on just pure brute strength. But I don't think either Shoot or Clinch will be able to handle him inside the ring.
No.
They're going to have to wear him down with strikes or submission holds.
Out of the ring. Maybe. In the ring. I don't know.
The big thing about Azuma, though, is no wins. The man doesn't have much endurance.
I don't think he can get any wins. Because he's just big.
He is a very big man. It's hard for him to keep his breath. You'll see him start matches often,
but never finish them.
Usually he'll let Kenji finish up with his Kimura arm breaker. We've seen more Titan victories with that than anything. However, he will come in, he will do a few drops, and then generally he'll tag out. So I would say within the next minute or so, you'll see Azuma tag out to Kenji, as he'll use up most of his energy here early on. Shoot will do all he can to continue to hammer at him, try to knock the wind out of the big man, and then possibly tag in Clinch to do a couple strikes. Oh, there's your tag.
You were right in the middle.
Well, I'm always right. You should just save that. I mean, that should just be your answer for everything.
You're not always right.
Oh, 100% right. Trent, or Basilisk. Write that down. Trent Lawless, always right.
That makes no sense.
Trent Lawless, always right.
It is always right, and no, he's not.
Boom! That double V trigger right there, catching with a double knee. And here we'll go with some strikes. And I think Kenji would like this style, but he's going to make the tag into Azuma. Oh, a double takedown. And again, he's going to let Azuma try to just wear down the Ultimate Fighters. A lot of championships between these two teams, though. By my count, 5 championship reigns between them. What do you got, 5 or 6?
I can't remember. I thought you were keeping count.
With a pretty face like this, it's not my job to keep track of that kind of thing.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
what are we paying you for?
They pay me to keep the women coming to the arena, Basilisk. I think they pay you to scare off the birds.
Why would there be any birds in here?
Well, there won't be as long as that scarecrow face of yours is around, that's for sure.
There wasn't ever any birds.
Well, good job then, Basilisk. Keep up the good work.
I mean, before I even started commentating, too, there was never birds in here.
Well, you are on top of your game. The scarecrow is ruling the roost. Meanwhile, inside the ring, can we just call the match, Basilisk?
Maybe you should stop distracting people.
tell you what, let's just call the match instead of playing around like you're doing. Oh, double team smack. You know, some of us take our job serious, Basilisk.
Serious? Maybe you should stop getting on your phone that often.
Hey, I gotta answer the ladies. What's gonna happen if I don't tell them where I'm gonna be after the show?
I don't hear the ding for the messages.
Hey, come on, Basilisk. We got a job to do here. Just like Azuma is doing in the ring right now. He's continuing to throw his weight around. Shoots back in, and it's like 8 minutes haven't even mattered. We started this match a while ago with these two, and they're right back in it. Oh, we have seen Azuma submit for a big guy that really can target his joints, and we know the Ultimate Fighters, that's one of their specialties. Oh, flying butt pump.
A butt in the face. Have you ever had that happen to you?
Give up.
A couple times in college, but we'll talk about that some other time when we're not on the air.
Because it's embarrassing.
Oh, another V trigger. Double knee. Right there.
Action.
I think the fans are getting exactly what they expected out of this one. A good fight, a good competitive match. The chaos is broken out. Scourge has lost control. Is anybody surprised by that? The big Azuma just, laying his weight on him. Just a 1 count. Still too early for the Ultimate Fighters to be giving up. You don't give up like that as former champions. You don't win championships by having that kind of heart.
You don't win champions by giving up after 13 minutes.
1, 2.
Big pin there. Of course, in fairness, your boy Crossfire, he didn't even make it 13 minutes against Sly Drury earlier tonight. And how long do we think the Perfect Specimen and Endgame will go tonight?
Maybe the full 30 minutes.
What would happen then if they go the full 30 minutes? What does that do? Does Endgame get a shot? Does he not get a shot? And that's a very real possibility with the talent that Endgame and Perfect Specimen have, that they go the distance.
It might. I think this is Perfect Specimen's first match since the Royal Rumble.
We saw him in a tag team match earlier. And I believe he might have had one more, but he has not competed much. I don't blame him. I mean, what's he got to prove? He's already the #1 contender for the Galactic Championship. All that can happen for him is he can get injured if he steps into the ring. Look at the Ultimate Fighter just controlling the ring. You would think Scourge would be controlling the ring, but we know he's not going to.
I don't think Scourge can control the ring.
I think Scourge is the second worst guy in the GWF for standing around just collecting money doing nothing.
A bunch of exchanging fists. I don't want to do that with Ultimate Fighters.
Give up.
There's no question about it. Clinch is not a man I would want to get in a fist fight with. Oh my goodness, he is just unloading on Kenji, and he just took out Azuma. Clinch is taking them both down. Wow! The Ultimate Fighters pull off a huge win here. Clinch went absolutely bananas there for a minute, just unloading with fists on both men.
Clinch is gas.
Kenji couldn't get back up to make the save, and the Ultimate Fighters pick up another victory. What a contest that was. But you know what that means? We are to the final match of the night.
The main event.
The main event.
This has been a surprisingly short time.
6 matches, a lot of good action tonight. But it has finally come down to this. Will Endgame earn his spot in the perennial 39 main event?
People will be talking about this match for a long time. I bet until next week when we have another big match.
Oh, I bet people will be talking about this for a long time, because this could decide history. Endgame is a 6-time former Galactic Champion, one of only 3 men to ever hold that distinction. No man in GWF history has ever won the Galactic Championship 7 times. Endgame could be the first, But to do it, he's got to get into the main event at GWF Perennial 39 against Monolith and this man, the Perfect Specimen. The Perfect Specimen, our 21-39 Royal Rumble winner, has never held the Galactic Championship. But he has one of the best win-loss records in the GWF over the last 3 years and is a 3-time IP champion. The man is a former Wrestler of the Year, one of the few men to ever win that designation without becoming the Galactic Champion. He has everything and every tool he needs to become the next Galactic Champion. But standing in his way is a victory over a superstar of the caliber of In-Game. If there's been any knock against the Perfect Specimen, it's that he has not beaten a wrestler the caliber of Monolith or In-Game. He can lay that all to rest here tonight in one huge match.
This match is huge, definitely.
And this is a free TV match because we here at the GWF deliver the best action anywhere across the galaxy.
And the dude that wasn't cheering, that hasn't been cheering all night, is still not cheering.
Folks, if you're not cheering for this, you don't even need to be here in the GWF. You don't need to be in our arenas. You don't need to be watching. Just go somewhere else, because if you can't appreciate the greatness that we're seeing in the ring tonight for this match and the history that is on the line, I don't know what to do with you. Perfect Specimen. This match is starting out a little slower than I thought it would.
Definitely.
Both men seem to be a little trepidatious about going full bore and making a mistake. Of course, again, the Perfect Specimen, he doesn't have anything truly on the line. He's going to be, nice belly-to-belly suplex out of the ring. He's going to be in the Perennial 39 main event no matter what. The question is, does he want it to be a singles match, or does he want a triple threat? Oh, falling face buster right to the mat.
I'd want a singles match.
Well, he can prove that he deserves it right here, winning easily. Oh, figure four leg lock in the center of the ring. If he can beat In-Game, he proves that he is the top of the GWF, one of the best wrestlers to ever step into the ring. And he deserves his shot against Monolith. He is working over those legs, really applying that. Now, normally we see In-Game using a rolling figure four. In-Game might be at the very end of his career. How many more opportunities is he ever going to get at a perennial main event? He's main evented several before. This could be his shot at one last one. We thought he was going to retire at the end of last year. He's hung in there. He's still battling. Could this be the cherry on top of his Sunday?
I'd say that every GWF wrestler would like a career as long as his.
Well, there's no question. Nobody has had the longevity and the championship success of an In-Game. This man has transcended the sport. He's in the ropes. Scourge, come on. You can see he's right near the ropes. Scourge missing everything again. Ultimate leap right there in the corner. And somehow the Perfect Specimen manages to fight his way out. He locks on that pinnacle of success. He's got it locked in. Oh, he couldn't hold him. In-Game is too big, but he goes right back to it. He goes right back to it. In-Game may have no choice but to submit.
He may, but he's broken out of every single one. Tree of Woe.
Oh, it's repeated stomping. Oh, T-bone suplex. He's got him over. That could be it. Oh, it was so close.
It's only been 10 minutes.
The pinnacle of success. He put it right back on.
And he broke out of it again.
The Perfect Specimen. Oh, a shining wizard kick. That could be it. Oh my goodness. He does it again. I think he's too close to the ropes. Scourge doesn't see the foot under the rope.
But it still doesn't count.
Oh, I thought he was going for it again. Dropped him right on his neck. Oh, he's got him in. Oh, he's pulling it back. He's got him. I think, is In-Game going to submit? Is he submitting?
No.
Wow. Oh, he's got him locked in it again. The pinnacle of success. But he was too close to the ropes. He's going for it again, and he's right in those ropes again. Well, this is incredible. In-game's long arms continue to escape that hold. Shining Wizard kick.
Another row. Well, you pulled him out.
In-game can't find the perfect spot. I think he found it there. Just a 2 count. Took too long dragging him where he needed to get him. In the ropes. He's in the ropes, right? Wow. No! Shining Wizard! Can he get it?
No.
He is both men are exhausted. Oh, it's set out, but he's too close to the ropes. This is incredible.
I don't know if it's a good match.
If we're going to get this at the GWF Perennial 39 main event, oh my goodness. 1. Oh, I thought that one missed.
That was so close.
Oh, he got him. In-game is going to the main event. What an incredible turn of events. That could have went either way. In-game will be going to the GWF Perennial 39 main event in a triple threat match. And you've got to assume going forward that In-game has all the momentum. He knows he can beat the Perfect Specimen, but the Specimen doesn't know if he can beat In-game.
Doesn't know that. And Monolith knows he can beat those two.
But can he beat the 2 men together? Folks, this just opened up an entirely new door. What an incredible matchup and what an incredible night. We are out of time for this week. I'm Trent Lawless.
I'm Basilisk.
Good night, fans.
Good night.